Animals have evolved over time to defend themselves, but sometimes those same body parts can injure an animal so badly that it dies. In this video, we're going to show you exactly how.
What in our world?
Reindeer are most commonly associated with Christmas and Santa Claus, but did you know that their antlers are strong enough to injure and even kill other animals? During the mating season, the males fight each other to win the affection of the females, and such battles often end in the death of one of the males. A death usually occurs during the fight when one charges into the other and is pierced by the antlers. A much rarer possibility, but still very possible, is that the antlers get tangled together so tightly that the reindeer can't separate from each other. They are unable to eat, drink, or even move, and this sadly ends with them both dying. Sometimes the animals are lucky and people will see that they're stuck together and give them a helping hand by cutting them apart. In some cases, the deer battle near a frozen lake, end up tangled together, fall in the lake and freeze, forever locked in battle. Now look at the Babarusa. They are one of the strangest looking creatures on our list. Babarusa are wild members of the pig family, but they differ from other pigs in several ways, most notably their teeth. The two upper canines penetrate through the snout skin and curve back towards the forehead. The lower canines also grow upwards. It is not uncommon for them to grow so large that they begin to penetrate the skull. Imagine your teeth continuously growing whilst bending upwards towards your brain. Sounds scary and it's very dangerous. Oh man. Luckily, as strong as they look, the fangs are actually fragile and break off during a fight. Their fangs are so fragile that the Babarusa fight with their front legs and keep their head out of the way. Even easygoing laid-back animals have ways of accidentally killing themselves. Turtles, for example. They don't rush anywhere, are well protected from predators by a tough shell, and you would think they have it easy, but they have a major design flaw that can ruin the whole party. They can't roll over if they're on their backs. I know some of you are about to comment about your pet turtle easily rolling off of its back, but let me just clarify. We are talking about big turtles here. The length and even the shape of a turtle shell directly affects its ability to stand on its feet. The smaller the shell, the more nimble the turtle, and turtles with rounded shells roll over faster than turtles with flatter ones. A helpless turtle can be killed by the sun, starvation, or fall prey to predators. So if a turtle accidentally flips on its back and can't get back up, that could be the end of the road. The knowledge of this comes in handy when fighting, and when I say fighting, I don't mean this. When the males fight for females, they often try to turn their rivals onto their backs to claim victory. That sounds like cheating to me, but a win is a win, I guess. These wild rams can weigh over 100 pounds and look like they could cause a problem for anyone, especially if you look at their large, powerful horns. The horns are used to defend themselves, which usually results in an attack. Now, the fate of these wild rams is sometimes tragic. The horns, which are meant to be a powerful weapon, can lead the animal to a slow and painful death. The older the ram gets, the more the horns will grow. In some cases, they grow right into his neck or face, penetrating deeper and deeper until they die, sometimes from infection. However, with human intervention, this happens less and less. Did you know that donkeys need manicures? Seriously. Most donkeys need their hooves cut every 6 to 10 weeks. If the hooves aren't cut, they will lose their ability to walk straight, which causes discomfort and trauma, along with shock to everyone who sees the bent hooves because they don't look nice. The wild donkey is critically endangered, which means the population of them is decreasing to the point that there are almost none left. Who would have thought footwear could be so important? Sheep lose most of their wool every year through shedding. This is a natural process, but some sheep have been genetically modified so that they don't shed their wool. This means their hair will grow year round without pause, and if you don't cut them in time, it can end very badly. Imagine wearing 5 woolly jumpers all year round. During the winter, you would feel great, but during the summer, you might die a heat stroke. Wool is a bad option in very hot weather. For the sheep, it can obscure their vision, impair movement, and cause overheating. Add in the fact that all sorts of parasites thrive in the tangled, overgrown hair. Insects cause unbearable itching, which disturbs the sheep and make them constantly rub against trees, fences, and against everything that it comes across. In such cases, the sheep may rub its sides until they bleed, which results in infection, and then death. Sloths, the adorable lethargic animals living in treetops. As you might imagine, sloths spend most of their lives in the trees, barely moving. Sloths have an extremely low metabolic rate, which means they move at a sluggish pace through the trees. On average, sloths travel 41 yards per day, less than half the length of a football field. Sloths snooze for about 15 hours per day, and once a week they come down to the ground to find food. But slowness can cost sloths their lives. The danger can come from anywhere. Predators such as jaguars and eagles can spot and eat them. Sloths physically don't have the ability to move very fast, so they are sitting ducks. In fact, over 50% of sloths die when they poo. This is because most sloths climb down out of the protective trees to poo on the ground. Anyways, that's all for this video. Make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this. See you later, guys.